We welcome you into the Small Ball Podcast alongside Christian Dennis and Trevor Makelin. I'm Scott Ayers. And fellas, it's kind of a sad start to the show. I started with a lot of energy.
You did.
But it's actually a sad start because today is producer Andy's last day on the podcast.
Man, it's been a ride.
It's been a ride.
Gosh.
I can't believe, this is the end of an era.
Yeah, it is.
It feels like Vince Carter's last season.
It does.
I mean, it's sad. Like legendary moments, but the last couple months in and out. And the same. No. In the same. Walk with me. Take a walk with me.
I'm walking.
But still legendary. You know what I'm saying? And like Vince Carter, still dunking when he's 40.
That's funny that you say Vince Carter, because my first thought process to the end of when you were saying Vince Carter was just like, when's this dude gonna hang it up? Like, this is getting bad. but Andy, I mean, yeah,
he's still young.
He's still
young. Got a lot of future.
Got a lot, and we're gonna have Andy. The end of the show is gonna just be Andy yapping. We used to have 4 mics. It would have just been start, middle, finish with Andy yapping.
Yeah.
However, one of our mics was stolen, so we're down to 3.
Right.
So we're going to have Andy come on at the end of the show and just let him have a monologue.
Yeah, that's good.
That he said he's been preparing for a while.
Yeah, he's writing it right now.
He's writing it.
Chat GPT? Yeah.
Yeah.
He
said,
oh, yeah.
We'd be like, all right, we're going to give the mic to Andy. And he's like, yep.
Yeah.
So many good Andy moments. We'll recount them when the show ends. But first, let's talk about 2 of the hottest teams in the NBA. The Houston Rockets and the Orlando Magic, both on 5-game winning streaks. Houston up to 3rd in the East. They are 10-4. And, of course, Orlando looking like one of the best teams in the East this year. Does this feel like a fluke? And also, which team has looked more impressive on their 5-game winning streak?
I think that these teams are flukes.
Whoa.
Not just one.
I'm going to say it. Both.
Both are flukes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's why the Rockets are flukes. If you look at their schedule to see who they played, their 5 games have been against the Pistons, the Wizards, the Clippers, and the Bulls. All those teams have losing records. Clippers are 500. That's the best team that they played. Orlando Magic. Let's go see what they've been playing. I can find there.
Let me talk about the Magic. See, I don't think that the Magic are flukes.
Whoa.
Palo's out. And they're playing like this? They have players stepping up. You got Goga Badazi. I'm not even saying Goga. I'm saying his last name wrong, but this dude stepped up. You have Franz Wagner playing up to his potential finally, and they look great. So their best players missing, and they're on this streak. How is that flukish?
Because these are the teams that they played. Pelicans, bad. Wizards, bad. Hornets, bad. Pacers, bad. Sixers, bad. But all these teams are bad. They're not playing anyone good.
It's not impressive that they're winning games without Palo?
I mean, they're a good, solid team, yes. I would say, yes, that's good for you guys to win the games that you're supposed to be winning. But to me, it's really not anything. It just shows the strength of their schedule right now. Is just they're not playing anyone good. If they're beating teams like the Celtics or let's go to the West, to any team that has a winning record, then that has a little bit more impressive stature to their schedule. But they're not really playing anyone right now.
Does it impress you with Houston that they're beating the brakes off these teams at all? Does that impress you?
This guy's hard to impress.
Yeah, I just want to impress this guy, but he hasn't been impressed all show.
No, it's ridiculous.
I'll try to back Houston, although I'm in the camp of I need to see more. However, starting 10-4 to a season, I think is a great start for a core that we haven't seen anything from yet. This is a start you want. And I agree, they're beating who they're supposed to beat. But still, when you have to play James Harden 2 games in a row, that Clippers team, they've got some witch magic where I think they're going to be kind of a 500 team. Yeah, you like that?
Witchcraft.
It's witchcraft.
What?
Witchcraft. Well, that witch has got some magic.
Were you trying to be Were you trying to be cute with the name?
What?
What are you talking about? Family friendly. Family friendly. Family friendly, Scott.
It just got some magic. This is family friendly.
Let's keep it rolling.
Hey, let's keep it rolling. They've got some witch magic. All right? And they're just going to be competitive. They're not going to be good, but they're going to be a competitive basketball team. That's just Ty Lue's MO. So I think overall, Houston 5-game winning streak. They're figuring things out with how they want to play Şengün and some of these other guys. You like that? Because in the beginning of the season, they want to play Şengün for most of the fourth. Now he's playing. It's like, oh, wait, we're playing winning basketball. Boom.
Yeah, I mean, I think
witch magic.
I think Udoka is a really good coach, and but I just don't think this season altogether is just really weird. Like none of the teams that anyone expected to be better than what they were last year have been performing well. Like we still have the Bucks sitting at 4-9. Like that's a team that everyone kind of expected them to be better than they were last year.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
Why the heck is that surprising? Not the Bucks, but why is it every year I feel like we go through this cycle? We expect these teams to be good. And if they're not good, I'm going to be shocked that I was incorrect.
Sure.
Every year there's surprise teams that step up. Every year there's a team that falls off. Why are we acting like this is a new thing that never happens?
What? For the Bucks, I don't want to say the writing was on the wall because they still have Giannis.
But Doc Rivers?
Yeah, Doc Rivers. Oh, and guys who are old. Like, they're not all in their mid to late 20s. These are all guys in their 30s. Giannis is, 29? But the rest of these guys are older. And you know what? They've missed on their draft picks. And guess what this has turned into? A bad basketball team with a bad coach with a superstar player.
Yeah.
I just think that maybe it's because like we're so used to like the old NBA where it's like Warriors Cavs every single year.
True.
And so we're just not used to this like parody NBA that Adam Silver has kind of created.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Hey, this offseason, the NBA draft, maybe one of the worst drafts we've ever seen.
That's what we were told.
That's what we were told, but the rookies have showed up. And so here are 3 players that have showed up, 3 rookies that have played really well. Each of us will name a guy. And Scott, I know you got yours locked and loaded, so why don't you lead us?
Yeah, I've got my guy. How about Jared McCain? Which I think he was a pick early on. People like to meme a lot in the NBA community, and they kind of memed Jared McCain just because he was a little bit different, paints his fingernails and does funny TikTok dances, whatever. Well, guess what? He has maximized his opportunity with Tyrese Maxey and all these other injuries that they've had, and he's been phenomenal for Philadelphia. Now, they're losing a lot of basketball games. Doesn't really matter when you get to watch this young guy develop, and really he's outplayed what Tyrese Maxey was doing at the start of the year. He's been efficient. He's been a great three-point shooter, but it's also just how he flows in the offense. It's, hey, I'm going to find a guy underneath, and guess what? I'm going to be wide open because of the movement I have on the outside. That's important to see, especially when you have Joel Embiid. Hopefully Embiid can be healthy for McCain.
Yeah.
But he has been, I think, one of the huge positives for a franchise that has probably felt very dark this NBA season.
Jared McCain's been sick. And who did I want the Kings to pick the whole time?
You wanted Jared McCain.
Thank you. I just want the record to show.
Yeah, you wanted the zesty boy.
He brings a fun energy to the locker room. And he's a good character dude, and he's been balling.
Is it just me, or when you guys think of Jared McCain, do you guys also think of John McCain?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you imagine John McCain just stroking it from deep, though?
No. R.I.P.
R.I.P. John McCain legend.
Arizona legend.
Boom.
Let me give you guys my rookie.
Okay.
You guys ready for this?
Yeah. Oh.
Bub Carrington.
Whoa.
Bubba. Washington Wizards rookie. I mean, honestly, I could have chosen really any of the Washington rookies, but Bub Carrington's been the guy that stood out the most out of those players, and he passes the eye test. when we watch Bub Carrington play basketball, it's like, who is that guy? Like the way he moves, the way he can handle the rock, he could do a bit of everything. He's shooting 37% from 3. Scott walked in, and I was watching the Wizards, and he goes, "Who the heck was that?" Yeah. It's like, that's Bub Carrington. Dude, remember the name.
He not only, but just him with the basketball.
He flows, bro.
It was unbelievable. I was like, this guy's sick. He's sick.
He's fun. He's got good size. He can rebound. He can facilitate. He scores. Great motor.
For sure.
As a rookie, that's huge to have a good motor. And Bub's been awesome.
Maybe this is off the rails, but is it crazy you capitalize on Jordan Poole's potential, train him away for something, make Bub Carrington the guy?
100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then Bilal.
I think Bubbles is the absolute, he's the guard. Yeah, that's his name. His nickname, Bubbles.
I didn't know that.
I like that.
I like him even more.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm
all in.
I'm going to throw the house at Gabe in our fantasy league for him.
Actually, you know what's funny is I don't even know if that's his nickname, but the fact that you guys bought in so quickly, it just makes sense. His name's Bub. His name's not even Bub. It's Carlton.
Yeah.
So it's like Bub, Bubble, might as well. But that guy is awesome. 6'5". He can really just stuff a stat sheet. Yeah. So it just kind of makes sense that he has become this player, and he's the future guard. He should be the future guard of the Wizards. I think with him and Bilal, that's a good foundation to start with. Kyle Kuzma has been an absolute terrorist.
He's been bad.
He's a shot chucker, and he's really holding him back. So hopefully Poole and Kuzma can eventually get out of there so we can see those younger players shine.
Really quick, because we need to hear your third. Would you say Kuzma's stock has gone down, like his trade value from the last couple years?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I just feel like Washington might have fumbled that a little of like, hey, this is kind of a fun small forward that could be on a title team. Now, when I watch Kuzma, I'm like, I wouldn't want him anywhere near my team.
I think
I'm on my contender.
Yeah. I think Cam Johnson has better trade value than Kuzma right now.
I agree.
I'd say right now, I hear what you guys are saying, so this could be a bad take, but could also just be, he got hurt to start the season. Sure. He hasn't been playing well. He's a streaky guy, so once he gets on his streak and gets the flow going,
he'll be a dog.
I feel like he'll be back up to what he normally is mid-season. Yeah. But I see what you guys are saying. His stock is low right now.
Yeah. Well, my rookie that I've been very impressed with is Zachary Richardson.
Ooh.
I honestly, he is the first pick of the draft. You expect a lot from him, but everyone was so down on him, and I think that he has been a really good NBA player so far. Mm-hmm. He's still learning, obviously. He had a quote where he's like, "In France, I was like the most athletic guy on the court. Now I'm just an average Joe," and it's like, the fact that he can acknowledge that, one, I think is, he's self-aware. And so with that, he's going to become a really good NBA player. And as he gets used to the speed of play, the athleticism, he's just going to be a smarter NBA player. I mean, the other night, or it was maybe like a week or two ago, he had 35. And from a rookie standpoint, that's a lot. He's a really good shooter, and I think he's going to end up being one of those guys that's highly coveted as a plug-and-play, 3-and-D, think maybe peak Mikal Bridges, that type of player. So I've been impressed because everyone was just so down on him as one of the worst first-round picks ever.
Yeah.
I love that pick.
I do too.
Give him his flowers because he's gone through a lot of criticism to start his career.
I mean, even think back to Summer League. He wasn't even on the promotional material.
Yeah.
It was Bronny James.
Yeah.
So it's just, and part of that's on the NBA. I think the NBA has a real problem of hey, we can promote more than 3 guys, which viewership's down.
That's right. Maybe it is.
Maybe they need to talk to small ball about, hey, how can we learn how to promote our league?
Right. Exactly.
The guys at small ball know.
This gives us an opportunity right now. Let's promote a guy.
Oh, okay, great.
Reese Sachet's teammate. We are a Dyson Daniel podcast.
Woo! Yeah.
Let's talk about him real quick. This wasn't even in the show notes, but we need to talk Dyson Daniels.
This guy is a human vacuum.
Dude.
Literally a Dyson vacuum.
Where did my cookies go?
He sucks. Vacuum.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He is just everywhere on the court. He leads the league in deflections. He's had multiple games of more than 5 steals.
If he continues on this deflections number that he has, he's going to double the NBA record. That's what I've heard.
insane.
The record's like around 300 or something. He's on pace to have like 600 something deflections.
What are the Pelicans not seeing him?
I don't know. Yeah.
Pelicans
Straight into the Hawks this offseason.
Small market team, Pelicans.
We stand with you guys, but you're the
You're a
Pelibuns.
dumpster fire.
You're the Pelibuns.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Pelicans, more like Pelicans.
Yeah, no. Dyson Daniels, though, has been phenomenal. And Jalen Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But both those guys have just been so good in Atlanta.
They fit perfectly with Trey.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they just need to move some other pieces.
Yeah.
Give them more opportunities. DeAndre Hunter, I feel like, is a nobody. He's just kind of eating up minutes. Get him out of here. Get Capella out of here.
Yeah. Old.
Let's put Onyeka Okongwu more in the
We've been asking for that for years, I feel like.
Yeah.
That's a small ball special.
It is. It comes up every year.
Yeah, literally every
And
year.
it's always like mid-November. It's like, I can't watch this Capella guy anymore.
Yeah.
Gosh. Anyways,
Yeah. But Dyson Daniels, that's a good pull.
Dyson Daniels.
Let's stay in the East, fellas. The East, the least, for lack of better terms. A lot of teams with losing records, but one team that's currently in the playoff push, the Detroit Pistons, currently sitting 5th.
The Pistons?
The Pistons?
The Pistons?
Huh? Yeah, the Pistons. Wow. That's right, 5th in the East. They're 1 game under 500 right now, but that's a whole lot better than what we've seen from them in the past. Cade Cunningham, of course, has been phenomenal. Is this real or fake that the Detroit Pistons are a playoff type of team?
Well, I want to say before the season started, I think it was just you and me on the pod. I said, Detroit Pistons, they're at least a play-in team.
Yeah,
and I felt like at the moment that was a hot take.
That was a hot take.
And to see where the East is now, it's like, shoot, why not? Why can't the Pistons be a playoff team?
Yeah.
They have a lot of good talent.
They do. They went and got a bunch of vets to help them get to that point. I feel like.
Yeah, and I just think that a huge factor in all this is just Cade Cunningham. He's healthy. We're finally getting to see his full potential. The other night he had like an insane triple-double.
Do you want to? Yeah, I was going to say, do you want to know the other factor? The East really stinks.
Yeah.
Their record would not even qualify for playing in the West.
No.
They probably would have less wins if they were in the West.
100%.
They will be a playoff team if they can keep up this spree of being just a couple games under 500. Not because they're that talented, but because the East is so unimpressive.
Yeah. They're taking advantage of it, though.
They
JD
should.
Bickerstaff, new coach.
Yeah.
So I'm not much of a Detroit fan, nor am I a hater. I'm just
Yeah.
If Cade Cunningham's healthy, I think that they'll be pretty good.
Yeah.
For the East standards.
Yeah. And yeah, Cade's a legit, I don't know, would you say top 7 guard in the NBA? Top 5 guard in the NBA?
If we're talking point guards,
yeah.
If Cade Cunningham is healthy, he's up there as far as value. He's definitely top 10, I would say, if he's healthy.
He's an all-NBA type of talent.
Yeah.
When he's fully healthy. And so it's got to be really exciting for Detroit fans to just see him play basketball.
Yeah.
That's literally what we've been hoping for the last few years. So kudos to the Pistons right now. Hopefully they keep playing well so that we can talk about them in a positive light as opposed to a laughing stock.
Yeah, this is good for us on small ball to be able to talk positively about them.
It's good.
But it might be fool's gold.
I hope not.
But you know what isn't fool's gold?
Whoa!
My man, De'Aaron Fox.
What?
Yes.
De'Aaron Fox over the weekend had 2 games. First game against what was the team they played?
This guy.
This guy.
We played Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota. Yeah. Against Minnesota, he dropped 60 points. Franchise record. Oscar Robertson.
What? No
you know
more.
him? Big O.
Yeah, the Big O.
One of the greatest players to ever play the game.
Mr. Triple-Double.
He doesn't even have the record for the Kings. DeMarcus Cousins has been. He doesn't even have a record anymore.
See you later.
Yeah. Next game, 49 points. Another it's Kings record there. Most points in a 2-game span.
Wow.
109
109.
points.
Wow.
This guy is legit. This guy is competing to get a contract extension. If he makes all NBA, he becomes the richest player in the NBA.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
His contract.
Please stop, De'Aaron.
Like, you know how like Jaylen Brown?
Sure.
Jaylen Brown right now holds
Yeah.
he gets paid the most. De'Aaron Fox would get paid the most.
Oh my gosh.
If he makes all NBA this year.
Oh, we would get clowned for that. We would get so clowned for that.
But the thing is, De'Aaron Fox is he's that talented. It's just, can he do it on a nightly basis to where he could play at a very high level?
Right.
Yeah. Gosh, that's difficult. Yeah, Fox has been awesome. He's really benefited from DeMar DeRozan. Our roommate just got here. Just hustle past.
Hey,
Ryan.
can you at least wave to the camera?
He says, "Go Spurs."
No, not at the camera. I meant through the.
It's late. It's too late. This guy.
Get out of here.
I told him to wave to the camera. This is just for the people at home. Told him to wave to the camera. He's behind, and he just starts waving like the camera. Oh man, I meant the audience. Keep going,
Ryan.
What a guy.
De'Aaron Fox. He's benefited from DeRozan being hurt the last few games, and he is kind of. I feel like he always plays with kind of a chip on his shoulder of. I'm playing to prove something.
Yeah.
And I think what he's proving is like, sure, I've taken a little bit of a step back as being the number one option, maybe. Maybe I'm the number two with DeRozan, but just so you guys know, I'm here and I'm him.
Ooh, I like that.
60 points, dude. Never has that been done in Kings history. So for him to do that's huge.
He's gonna go down as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, Sacramento Kings player.
If he continues to play at this level, the winning will come. And if he remains a King, yeah, he will go down probably as the greatest. Which I know, like to some fans, you're like, that's ridiculous. But for Kings, we haven't really had players of his caliber.
Yeah,
to be honest.
I mean, if you think about it,
for as long since we've drafted him,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of franchises like the Toronto Raptors. Their greatest player, arguably Kyle Lowry.
For sure.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy to think? Like,
yeah.
And I don't know if I would consider Kyle Lowry and De'Aaron Fox in their primes to be on the same level.
Vince Carter.
But in terms of like franchise.
Longevity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, but De'Aaron Fox, shout out to D Fox. He's balling.
Yeah, he's been great.
Yeah, and we need him to continue to be great because the Kings have a stretch here where, they can go on a little streak. They can win some games to help with their standing. So it's going to be interesting to see because Sabonis missed the last game. DeMar's missed the last two games.
Yeah.
He's missing tonight's game against the Hawks. And it's just like, how long are those guys going to be out? Because that's really going to take a toll on the team. Because, we don't have a lot of bench depth right now.
Yeah. One more thing on Fox.
Yeah.
We can move on. But Fox is a star, and stars have a knack to, tie together groupings of games where they just look insane. It's not like a Jordan Clarkson where it's like, oh, this game he went crazy. Then 2 weeks later he has another game like that. Certain stars, and Fox is one of them, who could tie together a bunch of games where they are going crazy consecutively. And I think we're going to be witnessing that for the next week or so with Fox, where he's just looking crazy. And even dude, you could just tell watching the way he's playing right now, he put Colin Sexton on skates, dude. He had him jumping around like he was at Sky Zone and drawing and one fouls.
That's sick.
It was awesome. He was so crafty, and he's just playing with swag right now. So I expect it to keep happening.
Wow. Yeah, he's been great, and I'm happy for you guys. Thanks, guys deserve this.
Yeah, we do.
And I want him to get paid.
Yeah.
That's from me to you, De'Aaron.
How sad was it when we said that Fox is our best player of all time?
I don't think it's really. I think when you look at longevity, I don't think it's that sad.
Yeah.
Granted, if you don't win a playoff series with Fox at the helm, then it becomes a little sad.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
That's when it becomes sad. Yeah. But if he wins a playoff series or you make a deep playoff run, no, I don't think that's sad.
I mean, he's 26. We could see him their next 4 to 5 years go on
For sure.
a run where like he's one of the best guards in the league, and the Kings are really good. So
Before Jokic, it was Carmelo Anthony for the Nuggets, and he won 2 total playoff series in Denver.
wait, you're saying Carmelo Anthony was better than Fat Lever?
Oh, good point. And Alex English. And I would have them over Melo.
What about Dikembe?
I love Dick. But he was only there in Denver for a couple years.
Yeah, same with Allen Iverson.
Yeah, 2 years. Never got out of the first round.
What about Lennis Kleza?
Now that's a guy who's number 1 all time in Nuggets lore.
Yeah, I know a lot of Nuggets players.
You do.
Say
Yeah.
Ty Lawson.
I had his fat head in my room. How sick is that?
That is awesome.
Why'd you get rid of it?
We moved, and he had a bunch of Deweys.
Yeah.
So it's like you moved and you're like, oh, Ty's got to stay with the old house. Whoever moved in was like, how do I get this thing off the wall?
It's like, sorry, you're stuck with Ty Lawson. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Gosh. But it might be that time.
Come on up.
Andy, come on up, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Andy. Producer
Andy. He's graduating from producer to unemployed. So, Andy, it's your last pod.
Yep.
So I figured it's only right. The floor is yours. And maybe, Christian, if we have prompts, we can prompt him.
Yeah.
The Cavs are 15-0, so you can talk about the Cavs. But the floor is yours. I mean, we really want you to just share.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. It's been a fun season so far. There's a lot of hope to look forward to. I think the core 4 of this team looks really great. I still have questions about the center position. Hasn't always been great, but I'm hoping with Kenny Atkinson there as the head coach that he's able to inspire them to really make the changes that they need to make, because with the last coach, like, they just weren't able to adjust. So I'm hoping that they can continue to ride this out. Tonight is is it tonight or tomorrow night?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Boston. But if they're listening, people listening to this are saying it's tonight. Because
Yes.
it launched.
Yeah, because everyone listens on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true. So it's tonight.
But if they listen on Wednesday, then it's last night.
Yeah, so last night the Cavs won.
Yeah,
and tonight the
exactly.
Cavs are going to win, and
Yeah.
tomorrow night the Cavs are going to win.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
cover all
Big
my
time.
bases. Yeah.
Now, how sad are you that you're leaving small ball?
I am kind of bummed. I think it's kind of it's
Kinda.
yeah, I'm pretty bummed, you know.
Yeah.
It's the end of an era. It was a lot of fun. It's been
2.5 years.
Yeah, because I started this right when I started my job.
Yeah.
And so it's been a lot of fun to be able to talk ball with you guys.
Yeah.
Haven't always been here, but
No, you were here a lot, though, Andy. You
yeah.
did a lot for us.
yeah, my spirit was here.
Your like Instagram reel where you're dressed up as like an elf is still like one of our best. It is our best reel. It has over 1 million views.
Yeah, it's true.
Andy the Elf.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. What's your legacy at small ball?
Unfortunately, it's me in an elf costume.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's that, and then most consecutive shows not showing up. So
Yeah.
Also your
Yeah.
legacy.
You were gone for like 3 months.
yeah,
Also your legacy,
yeah,
which is kind of cool because then we brought you back.
yeah. I did come back. That was sick.
And why are you leaving small ball?
So I am taking on more clients for like a small business that I'm starting.
Which magic?
It's not witch magic. It's close though.
Oh.
Yeah, movie magic.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I've been taking on more clients and doing photo shoots and video shoots for restaurants. A lot of couples, a lot of proposals,
Nice.
especially this guy.
That's
But-
true. I did use you for my own engagement.
Yes. So yeah, I've just been taking that on. It's kind of taking a lot more time. I've also been doing house renovations. So I just did the bathroom in my house.
Wow.
So it's time that I start taking responsibility for some of those things and making more money for more renovations.
So for our Arizona listeners, how can they reach out to you if they need content needs?
Yeah, you can reach out to my Instagram. I also have a website. I guess I can send it to Trevor to link it below.
Well, say your Instagram for the listeners.
Oh, yeah. It's N0T_Andres, ANDRES.
They're not going to remember that.
No.
I don't know. I can't believe I asked that.
I'm like, I don't even know how to spell that.
They're going to have to replay that like 6 times.
Yeah.
And it still won't make sense.
No. I've said it consistently, and people are like, what?
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah.
Wait, so what is your company name?
I know I don't have a company
Oh, okay.
name. Yeah, it's just
Do you want us to come up with one right now?
Yeah.
Right now.
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, so you're doing content for couples and restaurants?
Yeah, just a freelance creative.
Freelance creative.
Freelance creative couples and restaurants. You could do Ibarra's your last name, right?
It is. I can't believe you just exposed me like that.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
And don't you live on...
It could be Ibarra's...
Above the Ibarra shots.
Oh, there we go.
Ibarra's Magic Lounge.
No.
Ibarra's Witch Magic.
Ibarra's Nest.
Andy Flicks.
Andy Flicks, that's cool. I like that, actually.
Kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I got right now.
So
Yeah,
take that.
you have to
work
pay
with
us
it.
for more ideas.
Okay, yeah. I'll make sure.
That was just a preview.
Yeah, it's just a preview. You get 100 more with this paid subscription. Yeah. All right, well, Andy, I'm going to let you. You have anything else you want to say?
Just want to shout out all the fans. You know, you guys are great. All the comments are amazing. This has definitely been like one of the funnest shows I've run. And it was a real treat to come in every Monday to talk ball with you guys. So yeah, I'm going to miss it. But I'll be tuning in.
We're going to miss you, dude.
Every Tuesday or Wednesday if Trev's late for the pod.
Yeah, it's true. Trev can't even defend himself, so that's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
Christian, you have anything for Andy?
See ya, man.
Yeah, see ya.
See you guys
See ya.
at work tomorrow.
Yeah, see you at work, but we're thankful for you. Thank you for all that you've done for this pod. So, for our great producer, Andy, Trevor Meekland, and Christian Dennis, I'm Scott Ayers. We say so long for now. We will see you next week.